Hello, everyone. This is Alicia and with the Home Care Hustle. And today we're going to be talking about one of the first things that you need to look at when you are wanting to open a home care agency in the state of Virginia. And that is looking at your home care survey checklist. So I'm going to try to get that pulled up so we can take a look at it. So let's share my screen. Pull that up. All right, so this is from the Virginia Department of Health, and it's the Office of Licensure and Certification, and it's the Home Care Licensure Survey Checklist. So on this checklist, it lists all the requirements and instructions for you to be able to apply for your home care license in Virginia. In Virginia, in order to complete your application, there's a $500 fee. You have to have a written statement of your knowledge and experience in operating a home care program. So basically, just if you don't have any experience in open or operating a home care agency, we just describe some of your experience that's related to operating or managing some type of business or being in a supervisory role. Then you're going to have your proposed organizational chart, and that is who are going to be your key players and what role will they play in your agency. And you're going to list it out in an org chart. Then you're going to have to provide them with a copy of your organization emergency preparedness plan. And then it has the code section here. So if you don't know what that is, you can look up this code and it'll tell you what it is. And then you can take this information, go to your ChatGPT and ask them to create policy and procedure around this. And it can help you create your own emergency preparedness plan. Then you're going to have a list of your governing body members and your meeting minutes. So as you're going through this whole process, you're going to have meetings at least monthly. Technically, we've been having our meetings more frequently because it's a lot of stuff that you guys really have to iron out. And so they want to see that you guys are meeting and having conversations about your business, and that the key players that you're listing in your proposed organization chart are attending your meetings, participating, and that you guys are talking about your business. And then you have to have evidence of your insurance. So the code is also listed here where you can see the requirements in your state. I've already did a video on the requirements for the state of Virginia in terms of insurance. So you're going to make sure that you check the health department website in whatever state you're in and see if they have a checklist like this. And all of this is a part of step one, which is making sure you're reviewing your rules and regulations in your state. Step two would be making sure you have all of these items to submit for your application. $500 fee. And then when you get to step seven, where we left off, is a copy of your business license, your working budget, and balance sheets. All of that, I did a video on. You can use your ChatGPT for that, or you can use business templates on Google. Now, for each position within your organization, you're going to have a written out job description. And then when you hire people for that position, you need to have them sign the job description that you created. You also are going to have written out job descriptions for each position in your policy. So in terms of Virginia, you're going to have, if you're providing non-medical services and you want to get accredited with Medicaid and with in like the Medicaid waiver program, or if you want to get accredited with Medicare, you have to have a administrator, director of nursing. You have to have an alternate administrator and a finance manager. Now, you can combine those categories because you're just starting out. You don't want a high overhead in terms of staffing. So Virginia does allow you to be able to combine a lot of those job descriptions or job roles and responsibilities. So I'm going to skip down to because it does have like a frequently asked question piece to all of it. And so I'm going to skip down to that part of it that kind of explains that piece. So in terms of roles and how you divvy out those roles, so here's the frequently asked questions for your initial license piece. Now, if you're doing skilled nursing and things like that, you're going to need, of course, more roles and responsibilities than in non-medical agencies. So if you're doing like physical therapy, occupational respiratory, or speech therapy, that would be a skilled agency. But for basic personal care, non-medical, the requirements would be that you have, let me see, for you guys. You have to have an administrator, a director of nursing, and a finance manager for your company. Those are the three roles. And like I said, you can combine your administrator and your director of nursing together. And then if you are like the CEO, like I am, and you don't have the experience in terms of the nursing piece, for my agency, I am the finance manager and the alternate administrator, because you have to have an alternate administrator that steps into the role in case the administrator is not available in the state of Virginia. So I can't find, I'm trying to find where it talks about combining the roles. Okay. Somewhere on the form. But I just want you guys to know that you can combine those roles in your org chart. So that would be step 1 and step 2 of getting your license in the state of Virginia. So tune in. I'm going to go over the remaining steps in the process, and we're going to look at the org chart, look at the home care licensure checklist for the next couple of steps. Again, this is Alicia with the Home Care Hustle. Like, subscribe, and join my channel.